Hey friends, Neil here. Colorado Avalanche just made a very interesting tweet the other day. It was a bit sneaky. They posted two photos, not of a jersey, not of a logo, not gloves, not pants, not a stick, not goalie pads, but it was a helmet. I want to bring these photos up, and I think we need to dissect something here. Let's bring this up and let's look a little bit closer. So I have two photos. The first one is going to be 5 helmets, or I guess technically 6. There's a 6th one in the back, and then there's a close-up one. So let's look at the one with 5.5. Let's look at the numbers specifically. I'm going to zoom in. Now, if I look at the colors here, there's something very interesting. To the left of that, there appears to be an anniversary logo, and with the Colorado Avalanche regular logo. Not this one, not the one I'm wearing, but it's got those colors. It's got the burgundy, it's got the blue, and if you look to the right at the numbers, that's not burgundy, that's red. Because if you look to the right of that, the NHL logo is there, and that's orange. So we've got burgundy on one side, orange on the other side, and red in the middle. And if you dip back into the Colorado Avalanche history, well, they used to be the Quebec Nordiques. And the Quebec Nordiques had white, they had red, and they had blue. The helmet is also blue, and not the specific shade of the Colorado blue. It's of the Quebec blue. However, there are a couple of other possibilities here, or really only one possibility other than Nordiques, but it's almost certainly the Nordiques. Like, I would bet a significant amount of money. I don't have any intel that tells me it's going to be a Nordiques jersey. However, I think it's highly plausible. Here's the other photo here that shows just one of the helmets close up. I wanted to get very sneaky. I saw that there were some reflections in this helmet, so I decided to zoom in a little bit. Now, in certain areas, you can see a Colorado logo, which looks to be on the wall. This is probably some shop or something. So there's a Colorado logo on the wall to the left. To the left of that looks like some kind of pegboard or something where they've got tools or something along the wall. And then down below, you can see some hands, which is holding the phone. And to the left of that, there's a box that says, it's got like an AK logo on it. I think it's mirrored. Now, I had to look up that logo. I knew it looked familiar, but I couldn't place it. So I did a little bit of research, and it's the company Athletic Knit. I'm going to read you just briefly about this company, and I don't even know if it's related. I just see the box. But Athletic Knit is an industry-leading manufacturer of premium athletic uniforms and apparel. Founded in 1962, the company is headquartered in a 150,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Toronto, Canada. AK, as we are known by many of our long-term customers, is built on a foundation of superior quality, service, and reliability. These values do not just define each member of the AK team, but they are ingrained in the fabric of the company, which is owned and managed by the next generation of the founder family. We pride ourselves in offering the highest level of quality and service in the industry. It is our passion, and it is what drives us every day. AK products are sold worldwide and are worn by athletes at both the professional and amateur level, as well as by organizations of all sizes. Beginning with our ability to knit our own fabrics, AK vertically controls the entire process from the fabrication of the uniforms to the customization, utilizing our embroidery, sublimation, screen printing, and tackle twill divisions. We offer unmatched selections of stock programs, as well as industry-leading delivery times and a new user-friendly online uniform customizer. Athletic Knit is a one-stop shop for all your team uniform needs. Okay, I'm not sure if it's related, but it's good to know. It's good to know about good to know about leaders in the industry like AK. That is pretty cool. Just to the right of that box, there is what looks to be a jersey, a sweater, a shirt, something. I don't know what it is, but it looks like fabric. Maybe it's a towel. I suspect it's completely unrelated to any of this. I find it very interesting. I'm in detective mode big time here, looking at the reflections. I want to go back to the previous image and look at some of the reflections in that one. So the top right helmet, you can see someone holding the phone. You can see the Colorado Avalanche logo on the wall. In the left helmet, there's an actual person. You can see their face in the reflection. The bottom left, there's not really much. The bottom middle, not much. And the bottom right, not much. You can kind of see the logo on the wall. So unfortunately, detective mode has failed us with the reflections on the helmet. So nothing in the background that is of any significance other than the possible fabric that we saw. Now, that fabric looks to be white. So if that's a jersey, if it is the Nordiques jersey that's coming, maybe it's white. I have no idea, but could be completely unrelated. I'm thinking we're going to find out pretty soon. Now, to wrap this video up, I wanted to dive into some concepts that have been submitted to the channel in the past that are kind of Quebec and Colorado related, and we can kind of talk through them. And I'll tell you what I think is maybe the best option for Colorado to do with this anniversary jersey coming up. So the first one was submitted by PGH Concepts. Now, it's a pretty simple kind of cross promotion between the Colorado Avalanche and the Quebec Nordiques. It has the Colorado Avalanche colors with the Quebec Nordiques jersey design. I think this is super logical, but this isn't what we're going to get, because if you look at the color of the helmet, it's the dark blue. It's not the Quebec blue. So it's not going to be this, but this was a good option. This is a good concept. The next one I have here is a bit of an interesting one. This is a combination between both of them again, but just in a different way. The bottom is Colorado Avalanche. The color is Quebec Nordiques. The arms are Quebec Nordiques a little bit with the fleur de lis in there, and then the shoulders as well. I don't know if it's going to be this modern-ish. I feel like this is a little bit too modern, too much of a crossover. So I personally don't think it's going to be like this. The next one we have here is, I guess, not really Quebec Nordiques related, but it is kind of related to this, which is a bit of a throwback to the Colorado Rockies. Now, that's another possibility because of the Colorado Rockies colors. So do they go in a direction where the jersey might look like this, but not these colors? So kind of honoring the Colorado Rockies and not the Quebec Nordiques. I don't personally think they're going to go that way, but based on the colors of the helmet, it is a possibility. But I still think it's going to be the Nordiques. The next one's an interesting one. This was submitted by Everett, and this is a Colorado Avalanche jersey, but the logo has been redesigned to kind of mimic the Quebec Nordiques kind of stylization with their logo. So I could maybe see something like this, but again, not with the Colorado Avalanche's colors. Maybe they do a logo combination. Maybe they keep the jersey designed like Colorado, but with the Quebec colors, and then kind of meld the two logos in together. That's a possibility. This is kind of a combination between three generations, I guess, the current, the Colorado Rockies, and also the Quebec Nordiques. This might be a possibility as well, but I don't think they're going to do something like this. Another one that was submitted here by TechMat. This is pretty bold. You know, it's almost like Stadium Series. This is a combination more so of the Colorado Rockies than it is the Quebec Nordiques. But again, this could be a possibility. And then the last one here is, again, more so a combination between the Colorado Rockies and the Colorado Avalanche. But I highly suspect, I would bet money, that it's going to be a Quebec Nordiques related jersey, and I think it's going to be pretty good. I suspect it's going to be probably the Quebec Nordiques jersey as we know it, in blue specifically, but it's not going to have the Quebec Nordiques logo on it. I think it's going to have the regular Colorado Avalanche logo and likely recolorized to match the Quebec Nordiques colors. I have no intel behind that. There's no rumor. I don't know anything. I have no information, no behind the scenes information. I'm just predicting what I think is probably the safest, will be the most loved and accepted without offending anyone, would sell well, and just make logical sense. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Now, I'm filming this on a Monday. I plan to release this on a Wednesday. So I don't know what's going to happen from now until Wednesday if they release the jersey. So that's going to be a bit of a bummer if they release that tomorrow or Wednesday. But anyways, I'll probably release this anyway, just as a fun little thing. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section about this helmet that they kind of tease us on social media. And what do you think is coming from the Colorado Avalanche? Is it Nordiques? Is it Rockies? Is it something completely different? Let me know what you think. We'll talk very soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new to catch conversations like this in the future, and especially the future conversation of the actual jersey being released with photos. We'll definitely talk about it. We'll talk to you in that future video and others on the channel. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.